Hello, gorgeous. Go ahead and read a candle with me. So this is a candle of a client that requested to win a court case, and they won, and it was a child custody case. They were able to, but in usually a candle breaking, it would say that you're going to go through extremes, you're going to go through challenges, or you're going to go through the most. But also in this case, it's a good thing that the candle broke, because we wanted to break out of the reality that was being created by the other person. The person was unfairly paying. I didn't grant the client exactly what they wanted. They wanted to, request a certain amount monthly, and that's just not how magic works. Okay, if you have not earned the karmic right to, request a certain amount monthly, because you are still an adult, then spirit will not grant it to you. We did have to do a consultation, since it was a court case, and I only had 24 hours, or maybe 48 actually, to accomplish this. It ended up working out in her favor, and she did not receive the requested amount that she was looking for, but she did receive almost that amount. The way that you want to work this candle when you work it is you want to call to the spirits of justice and essentially tell them whatever is fair for them to determine, because they're the ones that can see what you cannot see. You cannot be in multiple places at one time. Okay. Anyways, so this client, after understanding, what seriousness, she was in, and, a lot of the shadow work that was needed, and the fact that she was lacking in that shadow work and that she was refusing to learn her lessons, she offered up exactly another lesson in this department, which I feel was the catalyst for her to kind of rise from the ashes, or like, if you will. Okay, I do see almost like a entity here. We see an owl that wants to come out, and an owl representation is a clear indication of protection. You can definitely tell that Santa was a part of this, as she does carry an ancient wisdom white owl, which is the same face that we're seeing here. Only enough, she only showed herself enough and helped out enough, Santísima Muerte, so that she would get a fair trial, a fair chance, because it turns out that the person she was up against was more corrupt and had connections, with the court proceedings, people inside the internal court system that were going to give him legal advice, and he was very much a charmer. Okay, so basically Santa stopped this and said, okay, while they both, are not the most amazing people, she's the one that's actually trying, and she's the one that's still, doing everything she can for her daughter, while the father, isn't giving a fair amount. The amount was only like $200, and she was able to turn this around to a livable something of about $800. So that was close enough to the goal that she had requested, but this is what spirit determined was fair for this client. So anyways, I wanted to go ahead and share this, and I obviously, all the darkness that we're seeing and stuff like that, it almost looks like, all the stuff that still needs to be worked on. You could definitely see like a raven also appearing here. Okay, so this client, this client had some luck in this department. She also was very lucky to be able to, she's going to be receiving a lot of insight on what they're going to be requesting from her, in terms of healing, in terms of demanding, in terms of being more considerate towards the people around her, and not just taking from those people. So she does have a heavy road around her, but she understood and accepted the terms and conditions, because she doesn't know that she wants to be a better, mother. She wants to be a better, human, and she just overall wants to be better, so that she can be happy in life. Okay, a lot of good things are happening for her, so we can definitely see that there are some protections and things happening, and these were some heavy, intense spirit animals that were coming through. Okay,